Hello and welcome back to the Reiki Gem Wellness channel. This is an episode that I call Let's Talk Crystals. And for those who are new to the channel, my name is Shannon. I'm a certified Reiki master and teacher and a certified gemologist. And I combine those skills and passions to provide you with the knowledge, the tools, and the opportunities to practice incorporating crystal wisdom into your everyday life to make real and practical change with your current life situations. And these Let's Talk episodes are more casual. They are unscripted. It's more of a discussion where I talk about some of the most common questions or life situations, or in this case, in this video, we're going to talk about a family of gemstones. But these are also the episodes where I give quick channel or life updates and let you know what gemstones I might be reaching to help me in my own everyday life situations as an example to you. And for those who know that I live in Texas, I think you may know what kind of week we have experienced recently. I think this is posting a week after that I'm filming, so we've had another week of recovery by the time that you see this. But if you live in Texas, you know what we experienced with the freezing weather and the power outages and lack of water, lack of heat, not being able to get out to go to the grocery store due to ice and dangerous road conditions. And if you don't live in Texas, you have probably seen this on the news. The news did not exaggerate. It was extremely difficult for most of the population in Texas. And I feel I'm thanking all of my lucky stars that the impact on my family was really minimal. But I've known lots of people with burst pipes or they were without power or heat for a week. And it was really difficult. And in this week, I reached for the red gemstones because they bring a sense of internal heat and energy that is really difficult when it's cold. And so the next couple of episodes, there's a lot of red and a lot of energy involved in the next couple of weeks of gemstones, I think, because I was thinking about and working with those gemstones this week to try to get me moving. When it's cold, it's hard to get motivated and up and moving, and moving gets the heat going and it helps warm up the body. And so luckily, that weather has passed. We're still dealing with recovery from it because not everybody has drinkable water now. People are getting things repaired in their homes. It's still really cold. It's really chilly here in my meditation and workshop area. I'm bundled up because I can't keep the heater going while I'm filming because it makes a loud noise. You don't want to hear that, and I can't edit that out. So that is what I reached to this week, red gemstones, to light that fire, that energy, to provide a spark when life was difficult and cold. But this week, we're talking about agates, the Agate family. And I have been making videos on families of gemstones for a while. The aventurine family, the calcite family. And when you have a family of gemstones, they all share some basic supportive benefits. And then each different color or variety of gemstone then adds on top of that, brings its own unique flavor to that basic property. And I thought that I would address some of the families. I've been doing it piecemeal during some of those calcite and aventurine videos, but I thought before I go into agate, I would talk about the base supportive benefits of the agate family. Now, I have already posted a video on blue lace agate and tree agate. And so these qualities will also apply to them as well. And then next week I'll be posting crazy lace agate. But the agate family is one that really provides a sense of calm and stability. It's the peace in the middle of the storm. It's a place of stillness and groundedness when life feels chaotic, because it connects us with the energy of the earth, and it helps us channel the strength and the mass of the earth to help us feel like we're not being buffeted around by the winds of life, the rapids in life. We're the rock, the boulder. It also helps us, release excess energies, the things that we don't need, down into the earth. So excess energy, overstimulation, stress, anxiety, frustration, anger, all of that we can release into the earth, where it will be recycled and transmuted and offered out somewhere else as clean energy somewhere else, so that we feel less frenetic, so we feel calmer, so we can feel the peace and stability, because we have let go of the things that have been stirring us up. And, it reminds us also that we're always connected to the energy of the earth. It can be a little bit difficult if you're riding on an airplane. It's so hard for me to feel grounded on an airplane. But anywhere else, we have a connection to the earth. We always have access to the earth energy. And this touches into that part of every single guided meditation where I remind us that we are in contact with the earth. We always have access to the earth energy. We are always supported and protected by the earth whenever we need it. And that is the feeling that any of the agate family will provide to us. Now, they may also they indeed have their own unique features, like tree agate then also connects us with like the abundance of life, the things that grow and expand, and prosperity in our life. And blue lace agate, which not only helps us feel calm and stable, but opens us up, helps us feel more expansive. And then crazy lace agate, which you'll learn about very soon, helps us also open up possibilities in our lives as well. It's the stone of freedom. But there are so many members of the agate family. It's such a wide and varied family. And to talk about agate, so it is a member of the Chalcedony family. Now that's a very broad umbrella. And the two biggest members of the Chalcedony family are jasper and agate. And the difference between those is two. And one, that most all agates tend to be banded or multicolored. So they show a distinct banding feature. So it could be a straight band, or it could be a wiggly and lacy pattern. And then also jaspers are all opaque. You cannot see light through them at all. And all agates can have features that are semi-translucent, like you can see some light coming through them. And, some pieces may seem all opaque, like this one. This is crazy lace agate. But here on the back, there is there is a semi-translucent piece where you can see deeper into the agate there. So that's the difference between jasper and agate and how you could tell the two apart. But there are so many agates. So here's a list, a little part that is scripted here because there are so many. There's crazy lace agate, tree and moss agate, Brazilian agate, Botswana, Lake Superior agate, fire agate, and I have a piece of that here. So here is fire agate. And the piece is really tiny because fire agate is scarce and more expensive. This is a piece of Botswana agate, and you can see the banding in that. Here is a piece of apricot agate, and you can see the bands there as well. And so there's also, like I might have said, blue lace agate, plume agate, laguna agate, Montana agate, orbicular agate, purple sage agate, snakeskin agate, and more. There's many, many more. And in fact, carnelian is technically a member of the agate family as well. So there are so many different agates that you can explore and collect. They all have their own unique properties. I will eventually be doing a video on them all. But yeah, since I did film on Crazy Lace agate, I was inspired to talk about the agate family. And, you know, anytime you pick up any of those agates, it will help you feel calm and stable and centered. So I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope that also piques your interest in future episodes about agate. And I'll do a couple more of these family videos in the future as well, because there's the jasper family. I can do a more thorough or a consolidated episode of the calcite and the aventurine, because right now they're piecemeal throughout all of those episodes. There's the tourmaline family. Obsidian is a little family in and of itself as well. But just these wonderful groups of stones and how they can share some properties and then blossom with their own unique properties. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to get myself into a warmer house to heat up, and thank you so much. Actually, thank you so much for your support, because several people know where I live and have sent emails asking if we were okay and wishing us well. And I thank you so much for thinking of us and reaching out to me. But those of you who do live in Texas, I am wishing you the best recovery, swift recovery. And then for the rest of you who are dealing with your own winter issues as well, I'm wishing you the best as well. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again during the next gemstone video.